Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gabe, I'm the guy hosting. Thank you guys for so much for taking the time to watch my videos, taking the time to, if you guys did not watch my last video, please go back, check it out. It was a great time, me shooting my second PRS match over at the SCT Training Center. It was awesome. I came in 42nd out of like 52. Wasn't too bad for my second match. There was definitely a lot of good big names there, especially in this area, that do really well in the matches. So I wasn't really disappointed. Did some stupid little mistakes here and there that I should have corrected. But hey, like I said, guys, on the description of what this video is gonna be like, I live and learn. I do things and I try things, and if it don't work, hey, whatever, go ahead and try again. But like I said before, guys, this is another video going to go through the breakdown of my equipment that I use for PRS matches, starting with, my rifle. I have my Ruger Precision right here, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. But yeah, thanks you guys for sticking around. If you guys haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and go ahead and hit that bell for more videos coming up. What to expect in the future for at least the next few videos is going to be definitely some turkey action, guys. It is gobble season. It is time to get them birds on the ground. I am going to be going out for the opening day, which will be Monday, opening day for turkey here. For archery, I'm definitely trying to get me a bird down on the ground. I'll go through that as well. I might run through my blind just because it's a lot easier to draw my bow in there, but I may go crazy with it and just go straight boots on the ground wearing my ghillie suit, showing you guys the applications that you guys can use those things for, not just in the military but outside, and definitely use them to make you successful out there into the woods. But until then, guys, we're gonna go into this guy right here, which is my Ruger Precision rifle, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Thank you guys for sticking around. Okay guys, this is my Ruger Precision rifle, chambered at 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's go ahead and clear this guy out to make sure the gun is safe. Go ahead, pull the action back physically and visually. Inspect the chamber, make sure there's nothing in there. Gun is on safe, there is no magazine inserted, so we are good to go when it comes to safety wise. But yeah, weapon is relatively stock, guys. General all factory, besides some minor upgrades like the stock. This is the PRS Gen 3 Magpul stock in gray. I personally don't like the gray color. I'm going to change all this. Pretty much going to get my entire gun Cerakoted in tan later on down the road. Have the MOE Magpul grip. I'm going to be changing that out as well, just for something more preferable that I like. Going down, also going to be changing the trigger, which has the factory trigger on it right now. I'm going to be changing the trigger out for a Magpul, or not a Magpul, sorry, a Timney trigger. Just something a little bit more lighter. I do like the factory trigger when it comes to the drop safe on here. That's on here. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just want to change it up. Also, I'm going to be changing up these other factory rails. I'm going to be changing this guy to probably some Arca rails, or probably get an Arca rail attachment for it, just to be able to slide the bipods up and down on the front end of the weapon system itself. Now working our way up to the optic. I am shooting a Vortex Viper PST 5x25x50 with the EBR2C reticle with MRAD. This is both mill-to-mill MRAD reticle as well as mill turrets for both windage and elevation. And I also have the Vortex level bubble up here, which these are good just to make sure you don't have any excess cant on your weapon system, because it will affect your gun out to distance with the excess cant on it. Sorry guys for any of the extra noise. I'm filming in my garage. The only place my wife allows me to film. But there's vehicles driving by and I really don't like it. But it is what it is. Alright guys, so going in from there, I do love this gun. I do love Vortex optics. I run Vortex optics on my hunting rifle as well. You see the box sitting right back here. That is for the Diamondback, Vortex Diamondback Tactical. Alright, it's a 4x16 with the same thing, EBR2C reticle. It is an MRAD as well. I love that optic. It's what I run on my hunting rifle. As well as what I use to spot is I use my Vortex binos. These are the Vortex Crossfire HDs. These are 12x50s. These are great. I got these off Amazon for about, I think they're on sale like 20% off. It was like 320 bucks after tax. It was great. I love these guys. I love these guys. Really good. I use these to spot when I'm out there at the PRS match. I also use these for hunting. I mainly got these for hunting when I first bought them, and now that I'm in the PRS, these are great. Let me fix the focus there. Make sure y'all can see nice and clear. But yes, Vortex glass, guys, I can highly recommend. I am not sponsored by any of these companies, guys. Just to first off, go off of there. I'm not sponsored by Ruger or Vortex, but you know what? I do love their equipment, and I'm saying this as a personal as a person who uses these things. I love these this glass. Now magazines, I do not run the Vortex, the Magpul style magazines. I'm running XLR magazines. Is a 10-rounder. Love these magazines. They feed really well. They chamber the rounds really well. I completely will highly recommend these. They're a little pricey, about 75 bucks a piece, but these are really good magazines. And they're metal. They're not polymer. I prefer the metal magazines versus the polymer ones. Now moving on to my rear bag. This big old chunky monkey right here. This is actually the one I bought when I was at sniper school. I really highly recommend this guy. It is the Schmedium Game Changer by Armageddon Gear, Armageddon Tactical Gear. Really highly recommend these guys. Most of the guys that shoot PRS matches usually use Armageddon Gear bags. This guy is awesome. This one's filled with the sand. It's a little bit stout. It's about maybe 8 to 10 pounds. I prefer the sand just because it allows me to get on barricades and really sit my bag in there, and my gun is not going to move whatsoever, and neither will my bag. So highly recommend these guys. Just go ahead and check them out. They have a bunch of different style bags. This bag costs you about 100 bucks. Well worth the money, guys. Well worth the money. So make sure you guys check them out. Very good bag. They come in different colors and OD green and all of this stuff. This one's just a tan basic one. Don't really mind it too much. It's gonna get dirty, so whatever. Now we're gonna run into cleaning solutions. This stuff is bueno. Very good cleaning system. This is by Modern Spartan Systems. This is their starter kit. Comes with everything from accuracy oil, carbon destroyer, lead and copper and lead destroyer, and a crystal clear, like for your optics, to make sure your gun's nice and glass is nice and clear. This stuff is awesome. Comes in these nice little bottles right here that should last you a good amount of time. I personally use this all the time. I'm using this on my guns that I use at work, my sniper rifles at work, to make sure that they're nice and clean and make sure that they're going to be optimal and last as long as they possibly can. But yeah, if you guys want to, you guys use the carbon destroyer. You throw it in there with the wet patch it through, and then use it to scrub all up in here. Make sure all the carbon's out of your inner chamber and your everything. Get all that stuff out, wipe it out nice and clean, and you can do your barrel as well. Throw a wet patch through there, and then dry patch it till it's completely dry. And if you want to strip the barrel out, really highly recommend using this copper and lead destroyer. Strip all that stuff out, make sure it's nice and clean, and then just re-break in the barrel. Same thing, same process with this one, is just wet patch it and then go ahead and run dry patches through it until it is completely dry. And then I run, if I'm not using that, I've already done that with this barrel, I'll carbon destroy it, and then I'll run some of this accuracy oil through there, wet patch it, and then make sure it's going to keep my groups nice and tight and keep the gun nice and optimal. Get as much rounds out of it as I can. And then for the friction points, so for everything right here, all up inside the barrel, I use my Spartan accuracy grease. This stuff is a small jar. You may look a little bit, oh, it's so small. You do not need a lot of this stuff, guys. You literally dab your finger in here, and then you just spread it all around any friction points you have in your weapon, and man, does it run smooth. Even after my match, I have not cleaned this gun yet. It's still smooth as butter, guys. No friction, no bind up whatsoever. It just completely unlocks and cycles perfectly clean. I never had any issues with cycling the weapon system when I was at the match. I would just simply quick and easy, it would go ahead and cycle nice and smooth. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much a breakdown of everything that I use when it comes to PRS matches. Everything is very well affordable. Sometimes you may need to save up. This starter kit's about 50 bucks. They have bigger bottles if you want to use this like industry wise or get a big supply of it. They have bigger bottles of this stuff, which you can buy. Obviously, going to be a little bit pricier, but still, the starter kit's just as good for your own personal stuff, only personal use. You can use this on your rifle, your pistols. I use this on my hunting rifle as well. I use this on my shotgun, just not the accuracy, but I use to get the carbon destroyer, the carbon clean all that barrel out of my shotgun. Everything. I love this stuff. It's really good. My buddy Blake actually turned me on to this stuff, and it's I really highly recommend it, guys. Again, like I said before, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies whatsoever. I'm just running this. This is stuff that I use, man. This is stuff that I like, the things that I like to use, and the way you can get them. All right. Now going down to the bipods, guys. These are Atlas bipods on this gun right here. These are Atlas bipods. These are not mine, actually. These are a buddy of mine's. The ones that I had are kind of like generic, you know, generic knockoffs of the Atlas ones. These actually came on the gun when I got it. I personally hate these things. I'm probably going to run the Magpul style bipods because they have that quick to play function. Same thing with the Atlas ones. Nothing wrong with them. I just don't like the fact of having to push each leg and slowly, you know, pull them out. If I need to quickly, you know, adjust them and throw them out or throw them back up, it's a pain in the butt, especially when they're under time. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. My gun, everything I break down. Besides, the only other thing I can think about bringing up is what I use for my dope and my data. Let's go into my phone here. Go ahead and hit it. And I use the Hornady app. I use the FortOff. This is free. I really highly recommend it, guys. This is what I use during my PRS matches. This is what I use if I don't have a ballistic calculator on me at all times. This is a free app and it works really, really well. The only thing you have to do is just make sure you update your environmentals. You have to go in and physically do that with all of them every single time you're going to go in there. So that's the only bad thing I'd say about it is just that. But the only, other than that, man, this thing is great. Has a windage meter and everything for it. Really, 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 really like this, guys. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I'm running. That's how I decide to shoot my matches. But until then, guys, if you guys have any questions, you know, guys, please go down there, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and go ahead and hit that bell. So that way you guys can be notified of my next videos coming up. The next videos will be some gobble time, baby. Some nice, good old turkey action. Trying to get my bow on there, get some turkeys down. It will be awesome. Okay, guys, but until then, guys, I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys will have a good Easter. God bless, and see you later.